Hey y'all, it is 7:30 in the morning and I've got a protocol test to go do. The light is green. Anyway, sorry about the sun. It's extremely bright right now, but like I said, I'm getting hired on at this new company, so I have to go take a protocol test, which is, oh my gosh, the light is green again. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, protocol test. Every county has different protocols. Although I years back passed the National Registry for Emergency Service Workers, I have to also make sure that I know my county's protocols. And since I'm getting hired on at this new company, I have to take the test. So, I studied for a long time yesterday for this, and then a few days ago, I've just been studying all week. I'm still kind of nervous, but I usually test pretty well. I just get nervous before them. I'm getting coffee right now. Coffee helps, for sure. I did sleep really good last night. And then I wanted to do an update about the whole TTC. So today for me is cycle day 2. I did start my period yesterday. So last month I was like really bummed that I didn't conceive. It was our first month where I was tracking my ovulation, and we did this video is going to be TTC. I'm sorry, TMI. Hold please while I pay for my coffee. Excuse me. So, I do apologize for the stop and go of this video, but morning commute, Anyway, yeah, so this video, as I had mentioned, is going to be TMI. So if you're not into that, you can click off now. But I did start my period. So last month we were so busy, and we only really had sex on the day that I got the positive ovulation test, which if you're tracking, you might know that even though you get a positive ovulation test, which means you're having an LH surge, luteinizing hormone, which you need in order to ovulate, but you usually get the positive like 12 to 24 hours before you actually ovulate. So I don't know if we just had sex too early last time, but this month, we're definitely going to try to make it a little bit more of a priority, and, definitely have sex like 3 days in a row or something, and just see how that goes. My cycle ended up being 30 days last month, which is definitely different than my 28-day cycle before I had my first child, whom is now 14 months. So, and then my symptoms for leading up to my period were so different. Oh my gosh. Like, just so different than before I had my kid too. Definitely everything has changed. It's definitely heavier. So, yeah, it's just really interesting how everything has changed after breastfeeding, just pregnancy in general. Like, everything is so different. Like, one of the big symptoms that I was like, oh, for sure I'm pregnant, is that leading up to my period, my breasts were tingling and like having these like electrical feeling, like pulsations going through them. That never, ever, ever, ever happened to me before. So I was like, oh, this must mean that I'm pregnant, but because I watched a lot of other videos where that was a big indicator, but I guess for me now, I just get that when I'm getting my period. So And then everything also tasted weird. It has to have something to do with progesterone for sure. Because in your luteal phase, you will produce the progesterone, obviously, to, like the word says, promote gestation. So, it's just really interesting. Oh, I have a call. Alright guys, so enough rambling for me. Definitely stay tuned on my journey. Hopefully this month is the month. It will be my second month trying. I definitely should not have gotten so down on myself for not conceiving in the first month. Anyway, I'm gonna take my Alpha Brain and drink some coffee and go get this test done. Wish me luck. Hey guys, life update. So what last time I filmed, it was Tuesday, and I had my protocol exam and I failed. I did not pass. You have to pass with an 82. You can take it 3 times. So I took it again yesterday. I studied my ass off and I passed. It was kind of a stressful couple of days for me. Because you get things going through your head, like you're like, oh my gosh, what if I fail again? What if I don't pass? Anyway, I passed. So that was that. And then, so it is cycle day 5 for me. My period lasted 4 days. Today's, my first full day with being off my period. Thank God. Periods suck. I did not miss it at all while I was breastfeeding. So I will test for ovulation in, like, I'm going to look for signs of ovulation, obviously. And then I will test around the time when I start getting signs, and like around the 16th or so. Last month, I ovulated on the 18th, which is actually kind of late for me, but it was my first month that I actually had a cycle after stopping exclusively breastfeeding. So yeah, it's interesting how everything has changed after you have a baby. But stay tuned. Next week is kind of exciting. I get my carpal tunnel surgery, which I'm pretty excited about. It's somewhat non-invasive, but I've been in so much pain with this whole carpal tunnel thing that I can't wait until it's done. And apparently you get immediate relief, so I'm pretty excited about that. So stay tuned. Just a little update on my whole TTC journey. Hopefully this month is the month. We're gonna really try. Both my husband and I were like, we really need to get a brother or sister for this little guy. So yeah, we'll see.